It's Jared and Katie in the morning on 107.5 KZL. We have a very, very special guest in studio. We sent him some fine art. I don't know if he could even appraise such fine art.
I heard he said otherwise. He said, what is this crap you've sent to me?
I don't know. We have Andy from the art shop located at 3900 West Market Street. You can check them out online at artshopnc.com. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Now, we sent you some pieces of art, and we want you to go through it and describe it, and you appraise them for us. Is that correct?
Well, art is a loose term.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. He really is disappointed in us, I can tell.
Last time I had some interesting things. This time, I don't know. I don't know if you guys really stepped up. I invited Katie to one of my art shows this year.
I did,
She saw fine art, and she still brought me things like this.
Oh, no. I don't
funny.
have any fine art.
So you showed her what fine art looks like. And
She could have gone to the dollar store and picked something up.
You know,
This happened last time.
This is making me really mad, and you want to know why? Because the thing that I brought to him to look at was something that I bought in a silent auction, and I paid, you're going to die. I bid $50 on that.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And
so you're going to tell me it's not worth anything.
do you want to do Katie's first
I guess you might as well just break my heart while we're at it. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, they can't see it, but
Well, they're going to. I'm going to put it on our Facebook page and our website, yeah.
it's 10 people holding hands on top of... They're all circling what I thought was the globe, but as I did my geography...
Yes.
That's not Africa, America.
No.
Whoever painted that had no real clue what the world looked like.
Oh, you're right. It just looks like a blob.
Look, and I think that's Asia over there.
If you hold it like this, it kind of looks like a woman in a graduation cap.
Oh,
do you
yeah,
see
it does.
It kind of does.
It does.
And why?
I know.
She's being invaded
She's
by
Mother
China,
Earth.
She is being invaded by China. So, again,
which is not nice.
No, it's not. So, Andy from the art shop is here. You have 10 people holding hands, standing on what looks like the earth, maybe.
And 2 of them are Jesus, so there's 2 Jesuses in there.
Really? Even I didn't know that. Let me see.
4 apostles and a chef.
Okay.
Got 8.
You paid $50 for that?
I did, yeah, in a silent auction. Thank God it went to charity.
It's stamped out of real metal. Somebody put a lot of time into it. I assume it came, it doesn't have the mark of made in China. I think it really was custom made.
Okay.
Probably a $20, $30 item if you picked it up on the streets. It's a tourist piece. People would pick these up when they're, off a city market or something.
Sure.
But certainly, the travel time back, the person that didn't want it,
Right.
and Katie putting that awesome bid in that was hopefully a good charity.
It was, yes. I support them fully.
So that's worth $20 to $30
On a good day.
on a good day.
Good day.
In a store, how much would that be worth, do you think? Would they try to sell that for?
I don't know if a store would actually want to try to sell it.
I love Andy.
No.
He's the best.
Well, it would be nice if you knew what country it was from.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to say maybe it was from Haiti. I think it was from
I'm not
Haiti.
sure how you would hang it. There's no wiring on it. There's nothing on the back.
Funny you should mention that. I don't hang it. I just sort of have it placed in my bookshelf.
In
right
a very
the center.
odd place. It
In a
doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Indiscreet.
Very indiscreet. Let's move on to producer Whitney's piece.
Sure.
Now, is this something you got in South Korea, Whitney?
No, I actually bought that when I was in Vietnam.
In Vietnam. Okay,
Okay.
she bought it in Vietnam. All right, Andy, can you describe this for us?
It's I don't know what you got. You guys love Buddhas. So
Yeah, that
we had
seems to
2
be our
Buddhas
theme.
last time.
Thomas, bring it up so he can face
So
the
this
mic.
is
There you go.
this is a Buddha box.
Okay.
Not very old. It's just a trinket box. It's not signed. It has no markings on it. Luckily, it doesn't have a stamp, made in China or it was actually made in that country. One neat thing they did is when they put on the paint of the Buddha, they actually put an underpaint on it to make it crack.
Oh.
Is that something that artists do or no?
That's to give it the sense of age.
Right, an aging look.
The wood is then varnished to make it look older. So it's a new piece. It looks like it could be 20, 30 years old, but I assume it's probably been made in the last 5 years.
Okay.
There's no real wear on it. You
Right.
could put cigarettes or change or something in there.
What do you put in there, Whitney?
I don't put anything in there. You can stand it up as well.
Okay.
So it's on my bookshelf.
So nothing gets put in there.
No.
You can stand it up, sit it down.
Yeah.
Nice little, these are mementos. probably a $5-10 piece. But if you're on a city corner and you're a tourist, it'd be a great piece to bring back.
Sure.
So it's something cool to bring back, but worth $5 or $10 maybe.
On a good day.
On a good day.
Well, that's better than my other Buddha from last time.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That one was worthless.
Now, I'm very nervous about mine. Mine is it's called the Big Five.
And don't try to class this up either, just because ours failed.
Thomas, you know what Africa looks like?
You notice how he's holding the...
Yeah, he held it upside down.
Upside down.
It's the continent of
like
Africa.
Italy.
There you go.
Now that it's right side up.
It's a hand-carved piece when I lived in South Africa for 2 years, and it has the Big Five on there, Big Five animals, and I just got it. I think I traded something for it, like shoes or
Like
whatever.
your shoes?
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, it's a great carving. You can tell by the back of it, this person obviously hand-carved it.
Sure.
Wasn't made in a factory. Somebody was actually sitting there. The one thing that hurts the value on this is most of them that come back from Africa are ebony or some nice wood.
Oh.
This one seems to be made out of plywood.
Is that plywood?
When you flip it over, you can see where the boards are glued together.
Oh, I do
And
see
there
that.
are different types of wood. Like, he probably got it off of a crate, glued it together, and then when he did the front, he used a varnish to get it all looking like one color again.
Right.
Okay.
I can
Which
see that.
I think is really interesting because anybody can find a piece of ebony, but to go out and have to pull apart, a box and
Yeah,
then glue
seriously.
it together, this person was desperate.
Look at that. He's showing you the upside.
Andy from the art shop, that's why he's the best. So, I mean, with the time and effort, I guess that doesn't matter. How much would that be worth?
If it was ebony, probably about $100.
Okay.
This one's priceless. This
You're
person, you probably saved this man's life. He's probably over there with another crate, making another Africa.
I think I gave him some shoes, some Adidas.
That's nice.
I think this is really neat. Because of the time and effort, somebody probably spent days putting this together and then carving this out, had obvious talent. I'm not joking with you, Jared. I think this is
A cool
real neat
piece?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Not real valuable,
Okay.
but a nice memento.
Could he
And
could he trade his shoes again for it, do you think? He could get those shoes
I would
back.
give him an old pair of my shoes,
An old pair.
and I would hang this with pride.
Yeah.
That's
Especially,
nice.
you were there.
yeah.
And again, mementos are very important. It says where I knew right away somebody had been over there and had brought this back. If they had bought it here, it would have been stamped and it would have been, it would have had a manufacturer on it.
And not made out of
This
plywood.
was completely hand done. How this person could chisel this thing out of separate pieces of wood and make it look
phenomenal.
like animals I think it's phenomenal. This person had talent.
And honestly, I would not sell that because
No.
I lived there for 2 years.
It's a memory.
And it's, like you said, it's hand carved and all the memories associated with that.
We're going to post all of our art. I use
Yes.
that term very loosely. I'm going to post it on our Facebook and on our website so you can see what we're talking about.
So if you're just joining us, we have Andy from the Art Shop. Again, 3900 West Market Street in Greensboro. Or you can visit them online at artshopnc.com. Now, if people are interested in getting their art appraised, how would they go about that?
We're actually doing a free appraisal day from 10 to 4 Saturday at the art shop. Normally there's a charge just because we get so many pieces in.
Sure.
But we're all going to be there. I'm going to have my restorer there. We're going to have all our computers up. And once I assess whether it's real or not and whether it has value, then we'll start printing out documentation like I do on these pieces. If there was any documentation on your pieces.
Right, yeah.
I would have printed it out.
You would have
there's
brought
not, yeah.
those. I
If there
see.
was any real internet information, we can print it out. We can also help with, does it need to be cleaned? Does it need to be reframed? Is the matting good? We're going to help with all that on Saturday, and there's absolutely no charge if they come between 10 and 4.
10 and 4.
So between
Okay.
10 and 4 Saturday at the Art Shop in Greensboro, a free appraisal.
Worth
That's
it.
awesome. I got some other stuff that's actually not made out of plywood that I might bring by.
You can come on Sunday. We'll be closed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't
All
bring
Andy
anything
doesn't want
else.
me. All right,
No,
you're done. You're
you're
free one
done.
for us. Well, that's great, Andy. Thank you so much. And again, artshopnc.com, also 3900 West Market Street, Greensboro, Saturday from 10 until 4. Bring in your art. You can find out, what it's worth. What's the value? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks for
All
having me.
right, coming up next,